Not Chrisean running up on Coi Leray after finding out she was creeping around with Blueface behind her back. So apparently, Chrisean recently let slip how she confronted Coi after catching her trying to sneak in some private time with Blue. Chrisean said she'd already hit Coi with several straight-up warnings to back off, but Coi still decided she was gonna link up with Blue on the low. And get this, Jason Lee backed it up, saying Coi reached out to him months ago, snapping at him for interviewing Blue and Chrisean after that altercation went down.
Blueface and Chrisean interview aired. She called me like, "Oh, I want to do the show, but like that's not a good look. You
right."
And I didn't know that. I didn't know that Chrisean said she was gonna be. She saw her.
Chrisean might be chaotic, but honestly, I never had physically going at Coi Leray on my bingo card. That one came out of nowhere. So let's rewind. If you missed the backstory, Coi and Blueface actually had a thing going on around 2020. Coi was seriously smitten, like real feelings involved, and the two of them were seen all over each other in public, being extremely affectionate and flirty. Anytime an interviewer brought up Blue, Coi would light up, laughing, smiling, turning red. It was obvious she was into him. But that whole situation fizzled out fast once Chrisean entered Blue's world. Coi ended things with Blueface because she wasn't about to deal with the chaos that seemed to follow Chrisean everywhere. Plus, Blue's constant messiness was too much to handle. And honestly, people applauded Coi for walking away. They were saying she made the smart move. She didn't need that level of drama weighing her down, especially while her career was just beginning to blow up. But even after Coi walked away from Blue, Chrisean kept taking digs at her whenever she could, convinced there was still some secret connection between Coi and Blueface happening behind her back. And that wasn't even the real explosion point. Things truly escalated when those photos of Coi and Blue together in the studio hit social media. They were all over each other, tongues out, mouths connected, literally licking each other's faces. It looked way more than friendly. That's when Chrisean completely lost it and posted a full-blown meltdown on her IG stories, basically promising she was going to catch Coi in person and make it physical. From Chrisean's perspective, Coi acted like she had moved on from Blue, even going so far as to collaborate with her musically, only to secretly circle back and start messing with Blue behind closed doors. Chrisean wrote something along the lines of, "You came around me acting cool just so you could get a verse and still chase after Blue like it was nothing, betraying someone who doesn't play industry games. I'm telling you now, I'm already bigger than both of y'all combined. If that sneaky behavior was worth it, don't be surprised when I see you and put you in your place, because I don't do fake politics." Now honestly, can we even be shocked that Chrisean snapped? Coi publicly acted like she was done with Blueface, distanced herself, befriended Chrisean, and then, the moment Blue and Chrisean got serious, Coi suddenly slid right back toward him. And yes, Blue is obviously a huge part of the problem here, but that man has the moral stability of wet tissue paper, so I don't even have words for him. But when you look at how Coi was moving, it honestly felt like she was deliberately poking at Chrisean just to get a reaction, and Coi wasn't backing down either. She fired right back and basically said, "All right, if it's like that, let's fight." And just when we thought this couldn't descend any further, Blue's mom, Carlissa, never one to miss a moment of spotlight, jumped into the chaos and chose sides in the most dramatic way possible. She publicly shaded Chrisean and basically crowned Coi as her favorite. Her message boiled down to, if you get another opportunity, leave that mess behind and go after a girl like Coi. I warned you before, but you thought I was just jealous. Carlissa inserting herself like that was bizarre. No one asked her, no one needed her input, and yet she still dove into the conversation head first like she was part of the original feud. And that is exactly what happened. Chrisean actually caught Coi and smacked her. Listen to this.
I'm with Glorilla, we in a sprinter. They already know me and the beef, and she tried to get on the sprinter with me and Glow. Glow like, "Chrisean on here, wait till I come out there." She come in, I look at her, she look at me. She's talking to Glow, popping her gum, she being smart though. She's saying funny looking at me. Cause the last thing I said to her was like, "When I see you, it's up." I had the same energy. I grabbed my phone and slapped the shit in her face with it.
Jason Lee also got dragged in this mess too. He explained that Coi had called him furious about him interviewing Blue and Chrisean on his platform. According to Jason, Coi was heated. She felt like having them on the show, especially after Chrisean threatened her, was disrespectful and inflammatory.
Chrisean interview aired. She called me like, "Oh, I want to do the show, but like that's not a good look. You like you influential, like we want to celebrate you. You just had a big interview with Cardi B and then you interviewed Blueface and Chrisean. Like,
Crazy.
so I said, well, Coi, I'm in the business of interviewing people. So like whether I'm interviewing, and Blueface and Chrisean's gonna do numbers because they're hot right now. I didn't know she used to mess around with Blueface.
Right.
And I didn't know that Chrisean said she was gonna beat her ass when she saw her. But now you tainted the relationship that you could have built.
So clearly, Chrisean and Coi have never been on friendly terms. But what most people didn't realize is that their beef actually crossed into real-life physical territory. Chrisean explained that after performing with Glorilla back in June, they hit the club to celebrate. At some point, Coi showed up, and according to Chrisean, started moving in a way that felt intentionally aggressive. Eventually, Chrisean snapped and hurled a phone directly at Coi's face, and the hit was hard enough that Coi ended up with noticeable injuries.
Coi Leray.
What did it say?
She was upset that I interviewed you guys. I don't know, I guess, you know, I don't know, you guys had a history before, right?
Yeah, because I'm genuine. I thought she wanted to do a collab with some music, but really she was just trying to out me out the plan and bag my nigga and some bullshit. And I'm like, you can have yo, I just want the verse. At the top song. What the
You wanted the verse.
And just for context, Chrisean was visibly pregnant at the time, which meant Coi couldn't really swing back even if she wanted to. Eyewitnesses later confirmed that Coi looked ready to fight, but security physically stepped in and held her back, specifically because Chrisean was expecting. On top of that, it's reportedly the same reason Coi didn't move forward legally afterward. She chose not to press charges due to Chrisean's condition. But now that Chrisean is openly boasting about the incident, Coi may be reconsidering her options. And after that interview where Chrisean essentially admitted she attacked Coi without being provoked, a lot of people began calling her out, saying she was absolutely in the wrong for putting hands on Coi like that. But now I'm curious where you stand on this. Do you think Chrisean had any justification for going at Coi over Blueface, or was she totally out of line? And was Coi actually in the wrong, or just caught in the middle of Blue's chaos? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear all the perspectives. And don't forget to tap over to the next video right here for even more drama.